Every time I pull up at the let out, it's a spectacle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Let Out. I want to start by introducing my co-host, Chris, my co-host, Sylvia, my co-host, Alicia. For everyone that is not a subscriber and you're watching the show, please make sure you comment, subscribe, and like the video so we can keep bringing you this great content. I won't tell you to vote today because part of our section today is on voting. One of the topics that we want to talk about is the importance of voting and the pressures that come with voting and your rights to vote. We also want to talk about Donald Trump, which is recent, and his COVID scare, and we want to talk about if that's really real, and just kind of go over that whole thing, and then we'll get on to the surprise topic. All right, and I forgot to mention my name. Sorry, Will, aka Bob. All right, so. We'll go ahead and start with Donald Trump. All right. Let's talk about the COVID.
That nigga ain't got that shit.
So we don't think that Donald Trump got it?
That nigga ain't straight in.
Oh, okay.
Hell no, we don't think he got it. That shit was a goddamn that's a damn publicity stunt. Then the biggest reason I'm gonna say that is, first and foremost, offline, y'all know I had already called that shit. That nigga was gonna have, I thought he was gonna have symptoms for at least a week. Nigga had symptoms for like 24 hours. It was like, nigga, I'm done with that shit. I'm out of the hospital. Bitch, I'm great. I feel better than before I caught COVID.
And my man hit y'all with the big baseball
I'm out here dying. And nigga, you done been cured in like 24 hours. Nigga, it's a miracle. Nah, we not buying that. And then on top of that, even if you are cured, taking this imaginary damn bull sperm injections that you take, nigga, and was like, this is making me better. I feel better. It wouldn't be putting experimental shit on your head. We not buying that either. They don't experiment with the fucking leader of the free world.
Right.
They use rats and they use rats and shit for that.
So they wouldn't use him for the try the vaccine. They wouldn't use
hell no. They ain't gonna use. They wouldn't use him for the goddamn experiment.
Now that's not true, Chris, because he said that he did this for the American people so that he can show them that you can get COVID, you can be fine. He said he stood on the front lines to get it. He got it on purpose for us.
He got COVID. He did say that bullshit. Oh, yeah. He got COVID on purpose. You don't
have to go through that. That's my man.
Oh my
God. Man, we down there 250,000 people down. It's too late to be like, all right, now I want to try it.
Why not? It's the best time. I'm not gonna try but way before the election. I'm gonna wait right until the election and I'm gonna try it out.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Just in case I die.
I'm just trying to figure out who in his camp was like, hey,
let's fake like you got the COVID. Let's fake the COVID.
Like you really want to do this. Like you really want to go out here and do this.
For what about the breathing? What about the breathing when they showed them?
Man, the damn robot breathing. Man, get the hell out of here. And I don't know if y'all watch CNN.
That's just overweight breathing. He too big. He too damn big. He obese.
I thought he was on the beach. I thought he was on the beach like Chris, because he.
Man, all like that.
Obesity will do it to you every time.
Yo, but you know what? I don't know. Do we think the breathing was real, or do we think that was part of the act as well?
The nigga looked like he was out of breath. That might have just been, like you said, that might have just been obesity.
Just obesity.
Period.
Yeah, they say he walked up some stairs. They say he walked up some stairs and he was out of breath.
Before he came.
Yeah.
Nigga 70, what is 74, 70, pushing 75, 75?
He can
Man,
put
you
on a
pushing
good
80
show.
And you fat walking up steps, nigga. You
Y'all
gonna be
know
out
he
of
can
breath.
put on a good show.
That's a fact. Because he was talking pretty good.
He was like, lights, camera, action. Let's do this.
That's a fact. My man was like, you got me?
You know, CNN
like
punched a hole in his
action.
whole timeline of all the shit of how COVID goes.
Yeah.
They punched a hole in all. They were like, all right, if you were just diagnosed on Thursday and the very next day they said you had mild symptoms, nigga, no. They say it take 4 or 5 days for the symptoms to kind of like get to going in your body.
Could they be lying about?
Well, he did say that he thinks that he is immune. He does think that he's immune, so that may be why he caught it for 24 hours.
He did not say that.
Oh, he did.
He did not say
no,
that.
He did say
that.
He said maybe I'm immune.
No. He said a lot of stupid shit. And the funny part
maybe I'm immune. I don't know. Stop.
You know what? Yeah, that was an ignorant ass mate. Same thing.
And look, so if my man can't have, he can't actually have.
I mean, the reality is there was a horrible debate. He was getting really horrible media coverage from the fake news. And that was from CNN and from his station, Fox News.
Yeah.
Was talking about how he conducted himself during the debate. Republicans were embarrassed. They didn't know what was going on, what he was thinking. They even said that his son was trying to go ahead and to get a what is it called when you go ahead and get everybody together for him? They was trying to stage a mediation or intervention for him, right? Because he's been so erratic with his behavior. So I think that this
he's
was
not
definitely
being erratic. He's being Donald Trump.
That's what I said. Didn't I say that on day one? I said that shit is a distraction.
Donald Trump equals erratic behavior.
If someone actually, when it goes ahead and fake claims that they have the coronavirus and it's healed in 24 hours, I would say that that is erratic behavior.
It's not erratic.
Getting into a vehicle and driving around while you're supposed to be hospitalized.
Right.
Releasing coverage of you supposedly working in the White House while you've been newly diagnosed.
Nigga signed blank paper.
Yeah.
Scribbling your name on blank paper that there's nothing on to make it look like, man, I'm working hard through COVID.
But everybody's done that. Mike Pence just did that. Mike Pence just did that with boxes. He did that.
He's not even allowed to speak. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he does. He's not even allowed to talk on a regular basis. Tonight will be the first time we'll really hear from him, other than one time he said Democrats was trying to cut out red meat.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
So what he says is neither here nor there.
In the presidential world, in the political world, those type of stages are all the time. It's nothing. That's nothing new. They do that all the time.
That was the October surprise.
He's just getting caught. Yeah, all of them do that fake shit. Like they don't. That like you'll see sometimes, and everything is staged for to.
I mean, and I understand what you're saying, but that is very dangerous rhetoric to put out there to people who are really getting sick. I have coworkers right now that have been down and out for 2 weeks plus, and who really cannot move and get out of bed, who really are having breathing problems, and these are young people who are healthy. So to tell people, oh, it's no big deal. Go ahead and catch COVID. It's no big deal. It's just like the flu, and you'll get over it.
That's what he said.
Yes.
He said, go ahead and catch it.
Yes, I sent y'all the information. He said something to the effect, yes, I would have to go ahead and switch and go back and get his exact statement that he used. But basically, don't fear it. Don't live your life in fear of it. Get out there. We're sending people back. We're sending people back to work.
Kids back to school.
Yes.
And I heard that part. I saw that shit.
What it is
so that is very dangerous. Okay. No, it's dangerous to spread that to people when people are being impacted, their lives, jobs.
Is it though? Like,
have you lost a family member because of it yet? So then the question is,
we living like super regular though.
Most and you know what? And what was it at the convention that they had recently? Where was it at that everybody was catching COVID at that same convention where none of them had on masks, was not 6 feet apart from each other? So yes,
all that.
Yes. So to sit there and to say that is it really?
No, what I'm saying,
you don't know. You don't know what is it? Bill Carson? What is it? His name was Bill Carson. Is he still alive? Wasn't he at one of the conventions also? And he didn't make it from that unscathed. He lost his life from it. And that was at another convention where a lot of other people caught the COVID virus as well.
See, so Will, what you saying? You ready to get on the front line too and catch this thing and let these folks know that, hey?
Nah, what I'm saying is, you know, in a realistic world, we got to look at what's really happening versus verbiage. Yes, you know, if in actuality, motherfuckers is back to normal. Like at the end of the day, we can say what we want. Yeah, COVID is real. COVID is real.
In Atlanta, y'all on some other shit.
Okay, so COVID is real. Let's say COVID is real, right? So COVID's real.
Right.
But what's also real is we are everywhere doing normal shit. We just wearing masks. So when somebody says go ahead and live your life,
except for your
go out there and be an idiot,
and everybody within everybody in his cabinet.
And let me ask you this. Now, let's see if y'all paid attention to this shit. Y'all want me to tell you why y'all back to normal life? Y'all remember when the White House intersected the CDC from releasing the numbers? Now everybody under the impression this shit dropping. No, them folks out there changing up the numbers. That shit happened right when they start taking over the
Our numbers here
Right
have
or wrong?
increased. They're talking about actually closing the schools now and actually going backwards again because now the numbers are so high here, higher than they were before.
That's because we're back
So,
to normal life, though. But
putting
I
out this
get it.
false information,
wasn't
yes, it
ready.
is dangerous, and it's the fact that he's putting it out there
Is it
because he's
false?
looking for this. The
What's
fuck did
false?
I just say that?
I'm
Big
asking a
man, look
question.
mad.
Is what false?
Is it false though? Like
Is what false?
what's
The information that Dump is putting out.
Don't.
Is it false?
What that is safe to go back out again? Like what information are you talking about?
I'm trying to figure out what information
about the numbers.
that's false.
The narrative that he is saying is that it's safe to go ahead and to resume everyday life, and
It is.
as he's doing without a mask, because all these people. Okay, well you go out
That's
there.
not what
You
he
represent
said.
for all
That's
of
not what
us.
he said. He just said don't be scared of it. He took
I
out
guess,
his mask.
you know, the nigga looking
We
at
know
it
to
like
wear a
chicken pox.
mask.
Nigga, once you get it, you got it, and don't worry about
We
it.
know, right?
He
We
does
know,
not
we
wear one.
we know to wear a mask. Like only an idiot would say I'm going back to normal life and not wear a mask. Like I'm saying at
So
what
your
point
president, you say your president an idiot?
No, what I'm
Hey.
saying is only an idiot would go out and wear a mask. Now he can do what he wants because he's probably in the safest position, period. Us, we gotta have common damn sense.
I don't feel like he can do what he wants because he keeps holding these rallies where he is not enforcing that people wear masks. He is not enforcing 6 feet apart. So no, to say that he can do what he wants and he influences a lot of people
But
to also follow behind his
Right,
But
same
these people are
behavior.
not catching.
He
They're
has,
not
a
catching
lot, he
COVID.
has a lot of mindless zombies who follow everything he says without even thinking about the repercussions of himself.
But they're not.
After
They're
he
not
said that
even. They're
he
not
had
even.
COVID, no. After
They're
he
not
said
even
that he
they're
had
not
COVID
catching
and he was
COVID.
hospitalized. I'm
Sylvia,
not
you
listening
got
to
that
you.
face
After
again.
he said that he
No,
had
I'm
COVID,
listening.
after he said that he had COVID, people
not
then
catching
went out in front of his hospital and camped out there with no mask on,
But they're not catching it.
with no 6 feet apart.
They're not catching it.
How do you know that they're not catching it? Did they call you? Did you call
So they
everybody
still
out there? You
rallying.
called them before we
So
had
they
this
still
meeting?
rallying.
That don't mean nothing. There's
Niggas
people out
just
there
moved
that
to another
have
city.
COVID that's
How do you
rallying.
know that?
Oh my
How did you know?
God.
How do you know that they are catching?
Oh, Will.
Because they've released numbers that people from those
No.
different rallies
His
have
rally
actually caught COVID.
His rally people. I'm trying to get like where we getting the information from. Like that's all I need.
No, I'm sorry.
We getting it from the people. Ground
That's
zero,
not even why
CNN,
I'm
other
laughing.
articles
You know,
that's
I'm
releasing
flip-flopping now.
information.
Now, what people? I was on your side, but I mean,
And I'm not out of tune,
No,
completely out
You
because
actually
Will
have people that
is
was at
whooping
those
me
rallies
right
that
now.
talk about having caught COVID, but they still support their president no matter what.
but you know,
And
at this point,
you are now actually having to interact with these people when you're at the grocery stores, when you're out and about in public. Those people come to the stores now and they were refusing to wear masks, and stores are letting them
At
in
what
because
store?
they can no longer prevent them from doing so.
At what store?
Walmart,
They getting their ass kicked out.
Walmart is letting them in. No, I don't know where you at, baby. They ain't getting kicked out from where I'm at.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where this danger is. Like,
They do.
there's no.
They have
Like,
signs
like
up
what
there.
I hear is a narrative.
Maybe you feel like there's no
that
danger
people
to you
have
because you
made.
feel like you're healthy, but those who have underlying issues,
I have
they
an
do have
underlying
problems. People who have had cancer in the past.
I have an
What?
underlying issue.
Skull caps? What's the problem?
I have an underlying. Me and you got the same problem with that hoodie on. What I'm saying is, when you look at what's going on, it's the same thing. Nothing like I'm trying to figure out if one narrative is swapped for the other narrative. Your narrative and the popular narrative is what you're saying, and then the other narrative is that they're doing this and they're going out and they're being
Thing is, you
dangerous
have
and this
to
and that. They're
also
both
look
just
at why
narratives.
he's putting this information out here. Why is he putting this information out here right before when he was getting criticized in the debate about how he handled COVID and how he's basically responsible for the over 200-300 deaths that have occurred in America. When every other country had the same issue, but they dealt with it completely different. He knew back in 2019 that this was an issue, and he said that it was fake. It was going to go away with the summertime. He's going to look away and poof, it's going to be gone.
There's a lot of room.
So to go ahead and withhold this information. So to withhold this information from the public, because you say you don't want to go ahead and cause a panic, but instead you cause a pandemic, is a problem. So then when you want to, when it comes now time to vote, now you want to go ahead and be fake sick, tell people that, look, I got it, I'm better in 24 hours, and now he's trying to go ahead and get this vaccine to test on Americans and get it released before the election. That is a problem. So I'm not going to go ahead and fight back and forth with you in regards to.
Huh?
No, I do not recall anybody doing anything like that. Not that.
Oh, okay. It sounds good.
When did we have a national pandemic where they went and did that?
Yeah.
What? With release the information.
I'm releasing the same information y'all getting.
Please release information right now. I need to know date, time.
Yeah, like, give me the scenario. When did that happen?
I need to know the same stuff. I need to know the date and time that all of those people caught the COVID at his rally. I need to know the names, the social security numbers. I need to know addresses. I need to know symptoms. And I need to know
they about dead with Ben Carson ass. They about dead. Dead, motherfucker. They dead. They can't tell you shit. They dead.
All y'all in danger. That's what I need to know.
They are dead.
Because I'm not seeing it.
Dead.
I'm not seeing it.
Visit the local funeral home.
Huh?
Huh?
They in funeral homes. Did you say they in funeral homes? Which one of them you visit? Come on, dog.
Let's go together. Okay. And don't wear the mask when we go to it either.
It's just like we're not gonna just be saying.
Your own White House is not releasing facts. Your own White House is blocking factual information. Your own, the leader of the free world is blocking real information.
No.
That part is
what I'm saying is when you look at it's just like the narrative and the thing when the people say, oh yeah, he said stand down, stand back. Man, get the fuck out of here. No, he didn't. Man, get the fuck out of here. What he said was that man asked him, hold up, I'm speaking just like I let you spoke. When that man said, when that man
was not the right context to say that word, but go ahead.
The narrator asked that man clearly, would he be willing to tell somebody or tell a group to stand down?
Do you know how do you denounce something?
I'm not done.
How do you denounce?
He specifically said.
Yeah, he did it.
How do you denounce
that? He said stand down and stand back. Okay, he did. He said that. He did say that.
And when that man said, okay, he tripped his words. He said, oh, okay.
But why is it that the people that he was talking to, they took it completely different. They heard the message in the midst of it.
Stand back and stand by. Now everybody's tell the Proud Boys to stand back.
He said denounce white supremacists, KKK, Proud Boys. Oh, what do you want me to call them? What do you want me to call them? You fucking know what you call them. You don't have to fucking ask what you should call them. You know what the hell the white supremacists are, the KKK, the Proud Boys are.
I never heard Proud Boys until
he might be, but then that instant it didn't happen. Sorry.
Yeah, he's very familiar with who they are. He is very familiar with who they are.
That's why he called them.
I heard a good boy.
I've heard that one, but not Proud Boys.
I never heard of Proud Boys.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. This man
apparently they are a mob of racists.
He didn't come out of his mouth and just say, "Oh, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by." This man told him a group, and he said, "Okay, Proud Boys, stand back and stand by." But let's talk about Antifa. Now everybody, he calling out his group, and they went online and they.
That is not how you denounce somebody. You say that I do not support, I do not believe in white supremacy. I do not believe
but you know what? The reality is he can't do that. If that's his base, he can't lose his base. He really ain't gonna have no chance.
I know. He was asked before what the hell? He was asked before who the KKK was with his previous presidency, and he was like, "What is that, motherfucker? You know."
So if you know, at that point in time, he did not tell them to stand back and stand by just to be saying it. It was a reason why he said it. Somebody asked him the question. So stop going around talking about somebody said stand back and stand by like they just won't denounce the KKK. Look, man, fuck all that. What is he doing?
Yeah, you know what they took it as? They put the message on their site and they knew what it meant. They knew what it meant.
Of course they're gonna do that. If he goes out and he says
they know what it meant.
If he talks to Black Lives Matter,
they know what it meant.
If Joe
they knew what it meant. He already said that if he does not win, for those people to cut up.
Hey, thank you, thank you for saying Black Lives Matter. That's what they want to say. You know why? Because they were mentioned. They're gonna say it. They're gonna take that because that is publicity, and that's a good look for them.
The same way that he dodged all the questions about what he was doing as far as African Americans was concerned, and he dodged it and talked about policing and all of this other stuff that had nothing to do with the question.
But you know,
I'm talking about that question, though. I'm talking about that question, and the reason I brought that question up,
he used that time to talk about what the fuck he want to talk about.
What'd you say, Chris?
No, I was just saying he did what I guess most folks should do, use the debate for. He used that motherfucker to talk about what he wanted to talk about. Fuck with the question you asked. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about.
What I want to hear is I want to hear reality.
Talk to my support base.
Yeah, I want to hear reality. I don't want to hear all of this. What's floating around in the air, man? Let's talk about the facts and what's really happening.
What makes you think that? But wait a minute, just because you don't agree with it, what makes you think that it's not reality? What if people think what your thoughts is not reality?
No, my thought is reality.
And it's not.
Like, no, my thought is reality. He said what he said on the platform, dog. The man asked him a question. How is that not reality? That's not. I'm not skewing the facts. I'm not going with a narrative. I'm telling you what happened on the video. It's video. It's just like the George.
I'm not going with the motherfucking narrative either. I'm sitting there telling you what the hell I saw and I heard.
Why is it that just because
stand by? He didn't. Come on, you can clearly hear it. I took the video.
Will, but everybody that's saying it. But wait a minute, hold up. So you mean to tell me that everybody that's saying it is following a narrative? Like people can't think for themselves. People didn't see for themselves. People didn't gather their own thoughts. From what he said, no.
If you would have watched the entire 2.5 hours of this, you would take a completely different viewpoint of it.
How do you
completely different?
Everybody doesn't think the same. So for you to even say that,
you said in the text message that you did. You said you was watching bits and clips.
No, at that time, that was a week ago. At that time, I hadn't watched it. But what I'm saying is the video I sent it to someone else, and I said, "Hey, tell me what you hear." They hadn't seen it. I know for a fact they hadn't seen it. And I said, what did you hear? And he heard the same fucking thing I heard. I don't, at the end of the day, again, if he says something.
One person, you said, but you sent it to one person. My only point is I'm not disputing what you're saying that you heard him say and what you gather from it. But for you to sit here and say that because somebody else got something different from it is not a reality, that's maybe not your reality.
How did millions of people get the fact that he said stand back and stand by when and I sent it to one person and they don't get it? One person. This is the odds. Look at that law of averages. What is the chance that I would send it to one person and they would get the exact same thing that I got? But millions of people got something. What is the chance
that millions of people watched it and got it completely different? Yes.
Exactly. Because they wanted to, because they want him to be.
Fox News didn't want to. Fox News didn't want to, but they took the same conclusion from it as well. They support him 1,000%.
They said he should have denounced.
And he clearly did not.
Say he said stand
and
back.
He should have. And he never did. And he never did.
You said it to one person.
He never did.
And he will never. You based it on one person.
Chris,
that's just. I mean,
I'm about to watch the sound clip now, y'all. It's only 1 minute.
What somebody else, what means other people's reality is. That's Chris, the part that I'm at.
Watch the video.
Not whether
live. You say it's 1 minute. You say it's 1 minute, Chris. The clip.
Yeah, the sound clip is 1 minute long.
Watch the clip. Put us on mute and watch that clip. And let's talk.
I don't want to talk.
Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just.
No. Again, I'm not taking.
You can take. You always like to be on the other side of it in regards to whatever the popular thinking is, and that's cool. You can do that. You can do that. Do you, boo? Do you?
I'm on the side.
Okay, I got some comedy relief for you. While he listening to that in 1 minute, go look at that message I just sent.
The message.
I sent the message in the group. Go look at it.
I'm not looking at that.
Why you listening?
Damn you.
You saw it.
I did. Let me look at it. Hold on. Let me mute this because this boy.
You can't wait, Kenny. You can't wait, Kenny.
No. It's all good. I want to hear the facts. I want facts. That's it. I don't want to hear what somebody else believes because it's.
Well, I gave you the facts per Alicia. I'll give you what I believe. So I'm giving you what I believe and my facts.
No, I'm not saying you don't believe that. What I'm saying is it just what you believe happens to be what.
And I'm not being swayed by,
believe.
and I'm not being swayed by anybody's opinion. I sat there and watched the entire thing myself, and I gathered and took from that what I just went and advised you of.
There's no way you got
So that was before I watched CNN.
I just watched it. And honestly, I didn't have to watch the whole minute. Will, you giving him the benefit of the doubt on the wordplay? Will is giving him the benefit of the doubt.
No, it's there.
And that's fine. That's why we in this predicament right now, because motherfuckers
yeah,
the benefit of the doubt.
You're giving him the benefit of the doubt. Yes, the commentator did say, he said, give me a name, and the commentator did say Proud Boys. Now he said stand back. He said
before that though. What did he say? Before the commentator, before he said Proud Boys, what did he say?
He said denounce.
He said no. He said stand down.
Denounce the white supremacists.
Denounce. He said stand down.
No, he said that afterwards because he was begging him to say it. No, he later on did. First he was like denounce them, denounce the white nationalists.
The moment before
KKK.
He said it. He said the moment before he asked him about what group, he said stand down.
Matter of fact, if y'all want to hear it, it takes 20 seconds.
Bro, it don't take me 20. I heard.
Go ahead.
I put mine on mute because I know what's going on.
I'm gonna play it now. I'm gonna play
Let
it now.
play it.
Play it. I'll sit over here and do something. Play it.
Everybody said play it. You finna give us Nene leaks? You finna give us Nene leaks?
Play it.
Give me a would you like me to condemn Proud Boys? Stand back and stand by, but I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem.
Go back some more. Did y'all hear the stand down part?
Hey, if you can take it to right, I would like you to. That don't mean shit to me. If you can take it back just a little bit to when he actually asked the question and posed it. Go ahead.
But I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it.
Can you take it back a little bit before that?
Give me
The process that you have repeated.
I'm looking for the actual start of the question.
Are you prepared to add to the violence in a number of these cities, the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups? But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland? Are you prepared to specifically do it?
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. You want to call them? What do you want to call them? Give me a name.
White supremacists and white supremacists and Proud Boys.
Stand back.
Hold on. Did the commentator say Proud Boys? Who said that?
Yes, it was the commentator. That was the commentator.
Okay. So he had to give them several different names because Trump don't know what to call them. I don't know. Do I call them white nationalists? White supremacists? No. Proud Boys. Oh, I heard that. He knew what to call them. You're making a mockery of this whole thing, but you go ahead and you roll with what you believe in and you support that. I can't hear you. God muted that. He didn't want to hear that shit.
It's not that he didn't know what to call them. It's the fact that he asked you which ones you want me to point out, and he specifically said that. And then when the last
he said, "What do you want me to call?" He said, "Don't."
And the man said,
"Do
"Stand down."
not motherfucking replace the words." He said, "What do you want me to call them?" He gave them several names before that.
This has been the Alicia and Bill show today.
Man, that's great.
No, because he's on some bullshit. That's why. And I'm so
Okay,
tired of people just going into running the spin on this shit.
Can we move on? Like,
It is.
I'm on some bullshit because I heard what he said.
Okay, but
I heard what he said too, but you're trying to twist
We
it.
should get another topic,
You're
Sylvia.
purposely trying to twist the shit, and that is my problem with what you're doing right now.
Like, I don't even worry about the next one. Y'all go vote. Can we get to the secret topic? Y'all go vote so we don't have this shit no more.
Okay. Hey man, I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying too, you twisted in the motherfucking narrative. He tried to evade the question. He kept trying to evade it and over talking and not even address and answer it. He had to continue to beg and ask this man to denounce
You
it.
evading this next topic?
And fuck this next topic.
Okay.
You done got my stuff hot.
So we really ain't even got time for another topic, but we can talk about. I wanted to ask: is there ever a good time to tell a lie? We kind of posed
When
this
you the
a little bit.
president.
That's a great time. For all of them. So when if like I know we talked about last time, we talked about I think a good time to I forget what it was. We said is there ever a good time to I forget it. But anyway, I want to pose, is there ever a good time to tell a lie? Is it?
Hell yeah. Yep, it's a matter of life and death.
For the hell of it. So I'm gonna say
got a
yeah,
lie to
just
live.
on GB because you lie for the hell of it sometimes. I just don't want to answer the question. I just don't feel like telling you right now. So I'm gonna lie.
So
if I got a lot to live, I'm living.
So it's
that too, of course. That.
So what we're saying is at some point in life, it's a good time to sin.
Shit, nigga, we sin every day.
Huh? I'm saying, but we do that. We do that.
You barking up the wrong tree with that shit. I got you.
Like really?
Yeah, what?
Really?
It's a good time to sin. I'm just asking.
You barking up the wrong tree.
Is it ever a good time to get mad and just not show your face?
Wow. And on mute.
Y'all get up off my girl break. This has been the Will, aka Bob and Alicia show. Because y'all took over this episode. Like me and Chris in this was like we the commentators.
Well, man, the ad-libs.
Because of the lady from the show that I sent you last week. Remember the lady I sent y'all? That was on the show, and she was talking with it was 4 people talking, and I was saying that this was Alicia.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
That's the only reason why.
Oh,
okay. It turned into what it turned into because of this.
No, because you was a willing participant, so don't do her.
No, but I'm saying,
I do remember that.
I gotta fight my side. I gotta fight my side. Right? I gotta fight for what I.
You grabbing this up here like you feel like you've been violated. You like
I do. Like I was supposed to just sit here and take the slaps. Jesus. Black men are the most unprotected. Black men are the most unprotected.
Oh my God.
We are though.
Jesus Christ.
We are though.
And then what makes it so bad is this like domestic. So the police then came, and now she playing victim. She ran
out. Man, we're gonna do the outro, man. Look, y'all.
Right. Go ahead and do your outro. You right.
Damn, wow.
Oh, you didn't see it? You didn't see it?
He did.
You were doing the Donald Trump video.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw it. I saw it early on. I already responded to the shit.
You stupid,
But I'm gonna need y'all to do is let my hat be great. Okay? And like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate everybody except Alicia.
Follow us on Instagram at _ the let out _ on IG.
Every time I pull up at the let out, it's a spectacle.